On today's webinar, we discuss new legislation that was signed by Governor Cuomo on September 7th. It's new requirements for public employers, and it creates a labor law section 27-C. That law is effective April 1st, 2021. There were issues surrounding the effective date and some confusion initially, but it's very clear now that that's the date based on the governor's approval memorandum for the legislation, as well as the press release from the governor's office. There are corresponding requirements in the education law that 2801-A safety plans for school districts and BOCES must be updated so that they are substantially consistent with these new requirements for pandemics that are being implemented by Labor Law Section 27-C for other public employers such as counties, cities, towns, villages, and political subdivisions. Public employers that are defined by this new law are required to do such things as list out the titles of the positions that are going to be deemed essential. Also, a justification for why those positions are essential. With respect to non-essential employees, there should be protocols in place for remote work, telecommuting, and in ways that they can obtain cell phones, laptops, and actually effectuate that remote work. In addition, there must be protocols in place for obtaining PPE, face masks, shields, gloves, all those types of things that employers were doing throughout COVID-19. There must be protocols in place to plan for the next pandemic as well. There must be protocols in place for how to deal with exposed employees or infected employees, what types of leaves are available. Again, many of that may be governed by executive orders, as we saw with COVID-19. Finally, in addition to these additional requirements, these plans must be submitted to your unions, your public sector unions, to the extent you have them, by within 150 days of September 7th, so on or about February 4th, 2021. The unions will have the opportunity to review them, make recommendations to you as the public employer. You must then consider those and respond in writing to the unions within a reasonable period of time before adopting the final plan, which must be done, as I said before, by April 1st, 2021. When that plan is adopted, it should be posted inside, in where you have your bulletin boards. It should also be added to your intranet to the extent you have one, and to your handbook. So, new requirements for public employers for pandemic planning. If you have any questions and you want to reach out to your bond lawyer, please feel free to do so.